Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the two-pocket break. Let's go ahead and get into it. You want to aim just about to the three ball, left side with low left. Depending on how hard you hit it, you could have a chance of the cue ball sliding out over here. So right now we're going to work on safety breaks. So our opponent does not have a shot at the table. Low left. Get in there. Get in there. There we go. So that's a good break. Now we can analyze, we can look at it all day long, but right now the only focus is just our break. Practice going from left side to right side. So do a couple breaks this way and then switch up and do a couple breaks from this side of the table, going for the four ball now. Aggressive here. We hit the six, and you can see how the cue ball is going. Oh, we almost made the ball. But you can see how the cue ball is always going to that side of this table, always this side, okay? And that's the spin we're putting on the ball. That's what's making the cue ball come over this way. Now, we did hit it a little bit fatter. We hit the six, then we glided over here, but this is a good shot. Now we're going to move on to another break shot, which is probably the best break shot. But here's the thing. You got to be able to make contact with a rail. That's probably the hardest thing about this break shot we're going to show you. So we're going to put our cue ball pretty aggressive here, and we're going to kick right into this rail. Now you see where we're going with this. We leave the cue ball behind the rack or behind the stack, and we got to try to kick out some balls. We got to hit a rail, though. So this is the challenge. Okay, so the break, again, is going behind into the rack, hitting. Ideally, you want to hit straight on the 11. If you're coming this side, you want to come in straight. And then hopefully the 13 or the 10 ball, one of the wing balls, fly to one of these rails. Okay, there's center ball. We hit it too hard, okay, too hard. Always check that. And you can see they have a perfect shot for aggressive break, which is what you don't want. You see, you don't want that. So I'm glad I'm showing a mixture of all the breaks to show you what's going to happen. Like I said, I'm not going to just go for one break. I'm going to go for all of them. And on top of that, if we miss, that's fine. It's a good idea to show you, a good lesson learned, because our opponent has a straight-in aggressive shot. And sometimes these balls don't look dead, but they're dead. So you gotta be careful. So that's actually good. That's actually good. Fine too. Our opponent doesn't have a straight aggressive shot. They're going to have to kick at this. They're going to have to do something. And like I said, we'll go on return shots later on and coming up in the playlist. It's not too bad. But like I said, if you do get a ball up here, it's fine. Nothing to worry about. Because like I said, you're going to leave one ball right here anyways. So you're always going to, if you happen to leave a ball up here, it's fine. Like I said, it's going to make them a little bit more concerned than you. And if you can get it up here, that's even better. Now, if they make it in this side, it gets spotted back down there on the other side. I'm hitting it pretty thick, so that's why it's... See how I'm hitting it? And then it kind of almost gets to the middle of the table. That's kind of where you want to be at. And now this isn't too bad. Now he's got an aggressive shot, but it's not too bad. That's perfect. That's what you want. And like I said, there goes that ball we were talking about just a second ago going up the table. That's fine too. Here's the best break. This is probably what I would use 99% of the time. Now, if I want to be a roach, I could kick it like I've just been showing you, but I'm going to play it a different way. Now, this isn't always guaranteed. It's never a guarantee that you're going to get a good shot off the break, but that's not too bad. Got to kick at it. And that's what you're looking at. You always want them to kick on the start. If you can get a ball in hand, you get a ball in hand. Let's just say they missed this. Let's imagine they didn't hit that, okay? Okay, so if they didn't hit it, you get ball in hand, and it's pretty much just figuring out what you need to do to get from pocket to pocket, ball to ball, okay? But we want to elevate here and go way over to the left and just use a nice simple stroke here. And look at that three ball. Look at this three ball. Look at that. Almost got under that three ball. And like I said, that's where the natural path kind of leads to. if you're using that much spin, okay? So elevate, aim straight on that rail, and spin this cue ball. Just like that. And look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. Oh my God, what a shot. So that right there is ideal. That is almost what you want to do. And I got lucky to do that, okay? So, yeah, look at this break. I want you guys to really look at this real quick. We got the, like I was talking about earlier, I'm so glad I did this. The ball got on the corner of their pocket. Perfect. So that puts a little bit of pressure on them to get that out of there, whether they got to spot it, whether they got to make it, whatever. Almost straight onto the rail. Like if you were going to go here, but because when you put that spin, when it hits so hard, and the more spin you put on it, you might even miss this, you know, you might even miss the rack. Elevate pretty high, less spin, throw it out, and that's a good break. Look at this. Now we got the other ball on the other side. Okay. Now look at this. It's almost the same break, almost. So this is ideal. You got the 4-ball right in front of his pocket, just about. I mean, you can't get any better than that. This one's not probably going to be as good. I can tell you that right now. So that one was pretty bad. But, I mean, we got the stack open. The return shot, like I said, he has a return shot. And that's the thing about this game. You don't want to give return shots. That's the big key. And we can't always do that, but that's why we need to practice as much as we can on the breaks and learn what is going to do what so that you know what to do. Lots of spin. Poke through it just like that. Boom, hit a rail. And we're in play. He's got a shot. Oh, no, he doesn't. Okay. I thought he did at first. I was looking at it like, oh, he can clip that, but he can't clip it. As much as I like this break, personally, sometimes it just doesn't have enough speed to get onto the rail. I love that break the most. That's my favorite break. My buddy and I, we don't play ball in hand, so we do. He just plays it out like that. So, yeah, that's pretty much, though, the idea of the break shot. You don't really want to leave much. What you could do is just run a center ball into it like that, hit the 3-ball, hit a rail, and now you got them jammed up behind the 8-ball. Okay, so your 8-ball here is your best friend. Don't ever forget that in the game. 8-ball is your best friend. Works on the other break, but we'll go ahead and give it a shot. For this, you just want to hit center and straight, and straight as you can get on the 5. And I hit it light. I don't know if I'm going to hit a rail. Oh, there we go. So I did hit a rail, and as you can see, I got right behind the 8-ball. When you do it, you try to get it on the right side. Not middle, but right side. If you can get dead on the 8-ball straight in on the 8, that's ideal there. That's the goal. Right down the middle, center ball. Good stroke. It's gonna hit a rail. Get in there. Look at that. Look at that, guys. So practice this break as well. Try this out. Great leave. My opponent clearly can't just break up his shot, break up his ball right here. Go for the 5. 5, 6. Okay, there it is. There it is. That's ideal. Now here's the thing, though. If you don't hit it too hard, you're not going to get all the balls spread out, which is fine. Like I said, if you get a ball in hand, that's even better. You can start. You can start with the 2 and break, or wherever you want it. I don't know. Favorite break. Once it works, it works. Oh, we hit that hard. Oh, we hit that too hard. But with the swerve, a ball usually creeps up over here. And that's not bad at all, actually. You know, if you think about it, that's not too bad. So we're going to retry it now. Go extreme. I just want to practice here now. So that'd be a foul. Or 7. Now, like I said, with the swerve, it always creeps up there. So don't be afraid to hit it, but don't smoke it. Okay, that's pretty much where I'm trying to get at right now is don't hit it too hard, but don't hit it too light. So side spin, not top spin. Swerve, and there it is. Boom. That's not too bad. And you use bottom right, just like that. And you can make a ball if you want, but the whole idea is to not play it safe. You're really trying to shoot the ball. Okay, so we open our stack up a little bit more. We got the 2, the 4. I'm just kind of shooting now because I think the video is just about over anyways. So we're just breaking it open. Okay, so you want to hit this, go 2 rails, and the cue. How you see how the cue ball landed here? You want it to land up higher so that it ain't got a pocket to shoot it, right? Oh, we hit the 8 ball. And we keep making that ball on the break. We keep making it now. But my mistake was I already hit the 8 up the table. So there really is no reason for me to run it all out completely, especially if the 8's going to be up here on this side of the table. I'll try it one more time. It looks like we're making, what, 5? What are we making every time? Okay, almost the 5. Let's see, we're getting in the 8 ball. That's good. Look at that. So that's almost what it is, but it's not. I got lucky with that and hit the 8 ball. But you want the cue ball to come behind their stack. This is even better. But they can definitely jam you back up. Easy way. Veer spin. Kind of like that. Just like that almost. That wasn't bad, but we made a ball, so we'd have to continue on this shot, but that was not good. So we're going to go same shot again. Just showing you guys. This is another shot. Because if you do it right, you should get the cue ball where the rack's at, essentially. Okay, you come in, you go 1, 2, and you wheeled all the way up here, even 3 rails, and you want to kind of be around this area. It's tough. I got lucky to get behind it, but that is another thing you could do is get behind the stack. So I'm going to try it again. It's almost miscued. Oh, yeah, that was too much. But we are making the ball, which is a good thing. As long as you're making the ball, that's all that really matters. My banks are not good right now. And we got on the 3. Gonna be? I don't know. We're gonna guess. I'm gonna bank the 7 now. Yeah, my bank game is so bad right now, man. I don't think I'd bank the 5, but we're gonna leave them up there, hopefully. And that's a good shot right there. Look at this. So that's almost like a good return shot. Okay, now he's got nothing. He can't just pot a ball in the corner. He's got to play it safe. I am going to be done with that. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what your favorite break was as well. Love to hear you guys' opinions on this game. And like I said, there's going to be more videos coming soon. Got the rules, all the information, the break, safety shots, return shots, most common strategy, and just some other basic information about the game. And hopefully I can even get to talk to the creator of the game on a video, and maybe we can play together and he can kind of give his 2 cents as well. So without further ado, hopefully you liked it, enjoy it, have a good one.